Back here, we're going to take a look at Turbo. See if it can break this resistance here, right? Got a touch here, and a touch here. Three touches. See if it can break out. Roughly, it's going to have to get up to about, what about 10.5? 0.010.5, to get a break out of here. Very, very good chance we're down in that area, right? If you come out on a 3-month chart, you have some super support down through here. If we move this up here, right? Now, is it battling it as resistance, or is it going to get above it? That's the question, right? You have a close here, you have a close here. This is on a 3-month, okay? Now, if we come back out on a monthly, you can see right there, got rejected here. Tried to break out, got rejected last month. It's given it another run right here, okay? Now, if we move these on a monthly, you always got to adjust your trend lines when you change out here. All right, you can see here it is trying to get above that line again. You can see it used it as support here, here, here. Then it finally fell through it, tried to get back up above it here, got rejected. Now it's trying to make another run here. All right, you have a lot of other stuff in the market moving. You got Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin here. This is on a monthly chart. The last month, this thing has moved a lot, right? Go from the bottom to the top, 16%. That's a hell of a move, right, for Bitcoin. Now, if it gets up above about 76.5, right in that range, okay, that would take out this trend line that it's going to be battling and these two monthly closes right here. Okay, so that would be a big move for Bitcoin to get above there. If we put a Fibonacci on this thing, it's nowhere near any areas, where like a 618 or a 382, where I would say, oh, watch for the 382 or watch for 618. I'm just saying watch for the 76.5. I think that's a very critical area. If it gets through there, could get a run out of Bitcoin, right? The monthly RSI turning up. It's at a 10 and a 9. It looks great. I told people this in Discord when this happened over here. Look at this bullish divergence. Right? If you want to get into Discord, sign up for a level 3 membership in the description of the video. It's only $15, man. If you can't come over there and make $15 a month trading, then I would say get out, right? We do pretty well over there. You can see the bullish divergence. You have this low and a higher low. Now if we bring it back to price, right? You had this low and a lower low, okay? Right here. Just barely, but it was super bullish divergence. What do you get? You get the run here. Looks like this could be a wave 3 to the upside. Maybe it does something like this. Maybe it comes up here. You got 1, 2. Maybe it runs up here, gets rejected, pulls back, and then breaks through. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But Bitcoin looking super, super strong. Back over to Turbo. Like I said, battling this area here. Now, if you do pull this down here to where these went, where these bottomed out at, right, and right down here, then it is above it, okay? But I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to come up here and say right there, I want to see it get above that, right? And that's up at about 0.00097. Okay, you see a move above that area, that could be a good signal. And if it breaks this overhead resistance, look out, man. Turbo could make a very, very nice move. I'm looking at possibly longing Caspa. It's on a double bottom over there. It's looking fantastic, so I might put that out in Discord over there for everybody. That might turn out to be a very good trade. But keep your eye on Turbo here. Watch for a move above that area. You can see over here, this on a monthly. You had a close here, and we're right in that area again. If it gets rejected off of here, look for a possible move down. Another push down here, maybe. Let's see. It's get a measurement. You know, maybe down around 0.0004999. You know, and that would put it where? Right down here at this area of support. Right down here. Look at that. That almost right matches up. You know, so if you get a rejection here, look for a possible move down here, and then maybe a pushback to the upside. So keep an eye on Turbo in a very critical area right now, fighting resistance, trying to get back above it. Everything else out there getting some nice runs in the market. We come over here and take a look. Open this up. Please hit that like and subscribe, man. I would appreciate that very, very much, guys. Definitely helps me out. I don't ask that very much, but I very much appreciate that. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, got a lot of green over here, right? Quite a bit of green. The whole market. Not a lot, 3, 4, 5%, but a lot of green. I'm down through quite a bit, and I have quite a bit of tokens in here. Not a whole lot of red. You come down there, you know, Trump down here to $1.67, and stuff like that. But let's take a look at the total market cap real quick, right? See where it's at. The total 3. Look at that jump. Wow. Whoop. Get that off there. Get that thing off there. Sorry about that. Let's open this up. That's a pretty good jump. That is on a what? Weekly, right? Well, that's a total 3. That's all the cryptos except Bitcoin and ETH. And look at that. 58%, almost 59. 59% move. That's a hell of a move, man. That's a really nice pop. Come down through here. Look at that breakout. Nice. This ain't perfectly on there, but you get the idea, right? Rejected, came back up, rejected, came back up, broke through, right? So we'll see what happens with that. The weekly RSI looking good, turning up, bullish divergence. This low, higher low. You know, these are both pretty much equal lows there. The monthly looks great. You know, definitely looking good. And here we go again. Here's a major area. Let's unlock that. Right here. Got a bunch of closes through here. 2 monthly closes at about 754 billion. We'll have to see if it breaks through there. But getting near those areas, guys, those 618 pullbacks, the areas we watch for getting into bounce territory. You know what I mean? Look at this, right near that 618, just right in that zone. Is this a double bottom? We have a bottom there. You know, other touches right through here, almost a triple bottom. You know, is this where it takes off? You know, so keep an eye on this stuff. Watch Turbo tightly. I mean, right now, what are we at? 92.74. You know, if this thing starts getting up into this area, you know, up here, 0.0010. Yeah, 0.0010. That'd be a very, very good sign. That would mean that it's getting above that resistance, and that would mean maybe, just maybe, we could get this break. And if we get that break, you know, who knows what could happen. This thing might shoot up 20 or 30%. Might get a nice move out of this thing. Could go higher. Hard to tell. Keep an eye out. You know, got the total 3 up almost 60% this week. That's a big move. Thank you so much, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Come join us on Discord. That's at level 3 membership. If you'd like, you could buy me a coffee in the description of the video. Every little bit is very, very much appreciated. Love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.